one discussion they had was payout to the staff that are no longer gonna be county employees. How they're gonna do that with their vacation and their time off and stuff like that. So we'll have to kind of monitor that. So I don't know if it'll be like, if our employee no longer becomes a county employee, do we have to pay that vacation and everything?
I would think so, because they're no longer employees.
Right, so,
Even though they still have their job, it's not.
so I think that money would still come from the Eastern Iowa Mental Health Board, the region is what we pay them,
That'd be awesome.
I'm guessing. But they're encouraging all the employees to take their time off, so, I don't know, but, and then I just had some phone calls about the discussion on the, and I think Chris had some too, on the discussion on the building permits and how much they would be and what the fines are gonna be. And some of them were saying, well, they heard that this is what it is, and I'm like, we didn't vote on anything yet, so.
I haven't even heard of it yet.
Yeah, we didn't even hear some of the proposals they were saying, but, so there is discussion about that going on with landowners and contractors on what this building permit thing is gonna wash down to. So that's all I had for the week.
I talked to Amanda, which is on there, but they want a letter of reference. So I don't know if you guys got the letter out.
Yeah, we saw that.
No, I don't think I did.
It was in the packet.
Yes, I got it, I read it, yeah.
Then
I'm right about it, but unfortunately I can't at this moment.
I talked to McMean about auxiliary and
You
then
just give it to him.
the Pioneer Cemeteries, which he wants to be on the 8th. He thinks he gets it ready in time.
Okay.
Brian Miller also called me that the equipment here is to take the jail down, but he's not gonna do anything with it until it dries out, because he needs a place where he can haul the bricks to. So he goes, I'm not gonna pull the equipment out until I'm done. So it's all weather pending. And then he talked about also back there about changing the layout of what he's done a little bit due to how the slope is and stuff. He goes, there might be a little added charge next, I need to change it because I don't think you're gonna like it the way it is. The new concrete behind the jail kitchen.
There is, and it really needs to be reviewed to make sure we got proper draining. I mean,
Yeah, so he might have to come in and talk to us about that, but
Okay,
when we get to that point.
I'm confident they'll get it done correctly, they're aware of it. They're planning.
Well, I'm not doubting it, I don't understand it for sure. I just wanna make sure everybody's on the same board, they know what
Yeah,
he wants to get, so it's done right the first time, so we don't have to mess with it a lot.
yeah, I agree.
I think that's all I had. Liquor licenses, there are none. Township clerk, we're still waiting for any responses. Nothing?
Nothing, no phone calls, no inquiries. We did receive a note about the tombstone being knocked over, drove over at the cemetery in Medora.
Whose cemetery is it?
Not a Pioneer Cemetery, it's a trustee cemetery. It would be Medora, it would be, not Sumner.
It was on the email, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It would be something.
would it be Sumner? Okay,
Part of Ladora is, unless it's at Hartford.
Is it the Ohio Cemetery? Or is it
that's it looked to me to be the active cemetery southeast of Medora.
It's south and east, and it should be Sumner,
Okay,
according.
well, we probably need to reach out to the trustees.
They think somebody hit it?
It looked like
Like a lawnmower ran over
It
it?
looked like that somebody drove over it, is what it looked like on the photo. We all got the photo.
Yeah.
so-
It's just sad. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty much destroyed almost, isn't it?
Corrective transfer revisions. From Randy, $254,856.95. We did this last week, but we had to change, we have to change the amount by.
Yes. Just because something was paid out of that 13004 fund. It didn't get caught between the two happening. Sorry. just get them down.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to transfer that.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Right.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. We talked earlier about this, so to make it official, set the tier 1 and 2 tier canvas of votes.
I would like them to be on, I need them to be on the 12th of November and the 19th.
And is 1 o'clock work for everybody?
Yeah, should
That
be.
actually works out perfect for me.
Is that a motion by anybody?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. Manna Farms Incorporated Letter of Reference. They he emailed me and asked, and it got forwarded to Tim, and he didn't see any harm in doing it. So it's up to the board to approve or deny me signing it and passing it on.
I'll make the
I'll
motion.
second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. This is looking right along. Items for next week's agenda. Do we have anything as of now?
So we'll have Tim.
We think.
So I've got Nick Dillon for his normal, and then at 10 o'clock, 10 for minor cemetery.
When Sherry coming back,
Which,
is she coming back? What Sherry was?
oh, I don't know.
I'll see that day.
And you may want to go to see the other Sherry. You may want to go see the other Sherry.
Why?
Carpet.
Oh, yeah, you probably need to.
Some kind of carpet issue. She wanted me to look at it. I'll go look, but
I looked at it last week. I forgot to tell you.
I was on the phone with her.
What's the matter with it?
Glue, you see glue? And they didn't cover some spots. Didn't put it up against the thing, left the big gap right as you walked in.
Didn't Dylan call him up?
From what I talked to Dylan about it, he was gonna wait until we get the bill and then say, hey, things weren't done right.
Should we get it corrected instead of take it
I
out?
don't know, that's where I thought, that's what he thought. I thought that's what he said he was gonna do. Don't quote me.
I'll take a look at it.
But yeah,
Get out here to get you.
Right. Yeah, I was sure, Lynn was there, Sherry was there, but Lynn was showing me all the spots.
Abby, you got it handled?
Yep.
At this rate, you'll make an hour easy.
What do you say?
You said you worry about an hour, you'll make that easy.
Yeah.
You can go hang out with your customer in the sweatbox.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first supervisor to do that.
Yeah, it would. Oh, yes, it would.
Are we on mute?
No, we're supposed to be?
Should usually trucks in Got one, huh?
Yeah.
I got one quick thing, I forgot, I tried to send it to you guys yesterday, but I'm bad at this about the jail inspection.
Oh, we saw that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that did that too.
Yeah, I mean, I got it on email.
Okay.
I did too.
Okay, just want to be sure.
I did.
I just did until the next day.
Driving around with that.
Yeah, sure, texts and emails, absolutely, okay. I've been trying to get more curb signs up like that, and
Yeah, he said, could you put like a reflector type thing right on the curb too?
I'll just get one of those arrows.
Yeah,
Does it have arrows?
it's missing the one, somebody sawed this post right off. Coming from the west going east.
Well, I will get signs up, you get your neighborhood in order. And,
That's not my neighborhood. That came from the guy that lives right out there. And he said that even when that sign was up there, 2 people went off that curb.
well, that part then, I mean, I'll get the signs up, but when they go off, that's,
I didn't know if you could put a reflector in the apex of the curb or not.
well, I mean, that's what the sign,
I told him, I said, I don't have a problem with just the sign because there's a street sign there. So if you see the sign,
oh, no, I'm talking more, like, is that the sign you're talking about?
that one's there, that's one.
No, on the curb, I'll get an arrow, like, when you go,
Yeah, so now go to the other picture.
Still got door taped up.
That is where
I was
posters
trying
from
to-
coming this way, it's there curbs and it's so sawed.
but I'll get arrows.
And my
Right.
I'll get arrows on the
Nobody
curb.
sliced the sign too.
You just wait.
I don't know if you can see the post. It literally looks like somebody took a saw and cut it off.
Probably did.
Cologne on today?
It's mowed there too, on
Cologne on today?
the west side, it's all mowed, so it should be easy to put
Is that
a post in.
Let's put clone on.
Yeah, he'll be happy if you put that.
Yeah, I'll get arrows in the curb ahead.
But he said the guy, you can see the marks where a guy just went off the other night. They were going east and they made part of the
There's no
curb,
sun to it.
like completely out in the field.
Yeah, I've been trying to get more of those up.
He didn't get to talk to the guy because they had backed out.
Oh my God, that's what's going on. Never mind.
All right,
Time out for Alan.
here's the 2025 weed commissioner certification form. You guys want to appoint Dave Mullenix again to be the commissioner?
I'll make a motion to appoint Dave
Wait,
White.
wait.
Oh,
Is that what the IRBM is?
Yeah. I will represent.
vegetation management,
It's
right?
not on the agenda.
It's on his, but does it have to be on our agenda?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think it has to be on our agenda to appoint.
Yeah, didn't we talk about that?
I misunderstood. I thought it was going to be just
So
put
yeah,
on at a later date.
let's just hold on then. We can hold
We won't put it up
on.
for
It's
next
not, it's
week.
not due until March anyhow, right?
Correct, but Connie always sends it in with her, report, so it'll be fine.
Shouldn't interrupt his day schedule.
No.
No.
That's not bad. You can just keep it until next week. Can we have it on for next week?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay.
We have started construction on Q, and they're doing the runaround, and the culvert came in yesterday, so we'll just keep working on that. And then this week, we've had some rain, so our guys are doing a lot of spot rock. We did get another 4,000 ton delivered to us, and they're grading and mowing.
Does that come out of Iowa City still?
Yeah. Corville. So that's what our guys have been doing, working on that and then spot and grading. We did go down to a bridge inspection, and then I got on the Wolfman Bridge, I got all that input into Sims. We did send a crew out there last week to talk, or to rework the channel on the north side. So if you see where there's a big berm, that was at the request of the landowner, not us.
Heck of a bridge.
Yep, hopefully now. This is nice. We met with some utilities, got a lot of stuff loaded on Duck Express for the projects that have been done this year. I'm working on the one today, all the quantities for the North English project. Sure we get all that done. We're also going through the history of some of the road vacations, and looking through all the minutes, and getting maps, and getting that in our office. So that when people call, we get a little bit better history. Before we got here, there was a mini file, and it doesn't have a heck of a lot in it. So every time we come across some of these, trying to sort them all out, draw the maps with them, get them all scanned in. So that way,
There's a lot more than people imagine.
well, yeah, just the other day, I think it was from 54. So 54, they did 8 vacations all at once. So trying to go through those, put maps with them, scan them in. Working on next year's planning and budgeting. And then the guys did do some survey, and then we're doing a little bit of the design yet. So that's just normal stuff. Couple things I want to go over. I sent you guys the snow and ice policy reminder along. I sent it to Rada this morning. We send that out every year. So, and I'll send something out to the newspaper next week just to give them the website, that people can go to if they have questions. But that way, then when you guys get questions, you can refer to our ordinance. So read up on it so that you're aware, because you guys usually get questions too. And then I'm going to come back to the F-52 grinding, but I usually present kind of my 5-year plan and budget to you guys in December. The engineers conference is December 4th through 6th, so I won't be here for that. But do you guys want to do like the 13th?
That's fine.
Sure.
You okay?
You're not, why not?
All right, December 13th.
December 13th is fine.
Okay,
And you're gonna make this,
I don't know if I'll be here or not.
make lots of money for us, right, Nick?
make lots of money?
Yeah, like take some out of the budget for us, make it look good.
Oh, well, obviously, no, I'm gonna ask.
So you bring your video slides, thing in your PowerPoint.
Yeah,
Let every other county jealous of, show it to them.
are they?
Yeah.
No, I'll definitely ask for always more money, and I'll say, but that's my job is to ask. So F-52 grinding, or I'm sorry, F-12. This is from 151 on your way up to Walford. And then if you take a right, like you're going to Swisher Road, 110th for us, maybe, I think it's 110th, 120th for Johnson County, F-12, whatever you want to call that there. It's not bad when you're in a car. When you're in a pickup or something like that, the road is not bad. When you're in a county dump truck, when you're hauling rock, or if you're in a camper, it's a little bit more wavy. It's rough riding.
With the tractor, same one.
Yeah. So I asked West Fork just to go out and take a look at it. Let me know if that's a potential candidate, if they think they'll do a good job. That's who's done all of our concrete grinding before, because the grinding itself is in pretty good shape. Now, just to backtrack a little bit, all the other ones that we've ever done, they've all ended up pretty good except for Conroy. That still rides a little bit rough, but I think it rides better. And actually, I think that was him trying to give his new person a chance to do it. And I don't think they did the best. But other than that, everything else rides a heck of a lot better. And everything else needed to be done too, because if you were gonna put asphalt over the top of it, you can't do it when it was that wavy. You would have to just put
It all comes through.
more and more webs. So F-12 out here, the concrete is still pretty good. It's not as bad as far as roughness goes. So it's not even on my near-term list of things to pay, honestly. I'd rather do, IWB, Black Diamond, some point. There's other roads. So I was thinking, well, maybe we'll just have West Fork grind it, okay?
How many miles is that road?
2
Two.
miles.
It's only 2 miles.
Yeah. So he just got back to me late last night, and he said that he could grind that 2 miles for $132,000. That includes traffic control flaggers, pilots. He also said that, my apologies, West Fork still has an opening in another week, so we could get this done this year if we want.
Will this come out of the Amana Farm, the Amana
No, that
use?
road is not in the Amana road use district. Now, there's 2 ways to go, if you think. So when we usually repave a road, it's 400,000 a mile. I know that seems like a lot of people, but we end up putting down a lot of asphalt. You can put down less, but we put down a lot. And so far, I think that's held up well for us, even if every road that we've had still rides fairly well. So this is 60,000 a mile. It's a maintenance project, so we don't have to technically go out for bids or anything else. If you wanted to, I could put together plans, send it out for bids, but then it won't get done for next year. And honestly, I think you probably got and you would only have probably at max, 1 other person bid this.
Yeah, we never do that.
At max, I feel like.
So this will be something done next year, or still this year?
This
He
year's.
says he can do it in
That's
2
what I
weeks.
thought.
So I don't want to put this off until make formal plans, send it out, come in with a higher bid. Maybe he'll be busy next. I get the feeling like he's like, hey, we got nice weather.
So you can shift things around the paper then?
Yeah, I think it's something that's a good idea.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but if you don't have the money, it's a bad idea.
Well, we'll make it work.
What do you get paid again?
Huh?
How much do you make again? Is that just about a wash?
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, this
I thought we were gonna be speechless here for a second.
this is a good deal. And so his price was $465 a square yard. And then a little bit more for traffic control flaggers. 2 years ago, when we did the Expo Road, it was $525 a square yard. But that does include, well, he didn't bring out flaggers or private parking.
Yeah, I get it there.
Yeah. So what we're looking at is, 10% cheaper.
And do
Something
we
went down?
have to stripe it yet too, then, is that part of it?
We will probably, that's not part of it. We will probably have to strike it. We would probably have to wait for a, good day that the temperatures would stick, because we're gonna be pushing
Which fund would this come out of?
our normal fund, local.
Local. So I'm gonna throw 2 things out here. Number 1, last week I brought up about doing the IT, and we can't fix the IT in the basement because we're concerned about funding.
Which is a different fund.
It's a different fund, but we can't come up with that type of funding for this, but we could possibly come up with this for general road use fund to pay for this.
He's just moving his money around and he's. looking at it.
I get that, but I'm gonna try back, that IT down that basement needs resolved. Number 2, if he's gonna be over there, that road, that concrete road by the nursing home in Amana is atrocious. And you bounce up and down in a dump truck, I get it, we need to resolve that. But those citizens over there in Amana need that street. I was bounced about it again last Friday,
And that could be Amana funds.
and that could be Amana funds. If they're over there doing that, can they get this at the same time?
Probably.
Because it's atrocious, and I don't know if any of you have ever driven it. John, you surely have, haven't you, or
Yeah,
not?
but I'm usually putzing pretty slow on guys.
Well,
I mean, is that like a mile over there?
it's probably about a quarter of a mile.
Yeah.
It's 3 blocks.
Well, yeah, depending on, I mean, the first block is, it's got the baseball fields. So was that 2 blocks probably?
It's a cutoff between, the 151 and the golf course road. Yeah, it really does need done. Now, can we see if they would have time to do that too, and is there room in the amount of
Sure,
funds to do that?
yeah.
Good idea.
It might be cheaper to do it now instead of bringing them in individually. I mean, that's a good concrete road, it just bounces all over.
I just drove it, but I don't remember it being bouncy.
It's a little rough, but you go 35. I drive it all the time. I don't, I think I told you, like, I don't think it's terrible, but you're also, you know, you guys on the board, if that's what your constituents want, I don't necessarily, I'm fine with it. Yeah, it's a little bouncy.
I hear it. I mean, maybe we could get him to give us a cost for it and,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, he'll be able to go up there and do that.
okay, just find out what he would charge while he's over there.
Probably the same.
I'm not saying we have to do it, but if we're over there and we're gonna vote yes, but I'm anticipating that this board's gonna vote to support this, F12 right now, so.
Is it G Street?
I think it is G Street.
Is that what it is? Off the top of my head.
I think it is G Street, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Look here.
Well, I'll get one.
So you're wanting us to,
Yep, G Street.
Just know that, I mean, you can give your consensus to, it's not on the agenda, it doesn't have to be. I'm probably gonna approve it unless you guys are vastly against it. I know that by grinding this, it will please a lot of people. People coming in to camp at the Annanas, they come down that road,
Yep.
our truck drivers, this will please a lot of people. My only kind of concern for the whole thing was if that he thought it was worth grinding. And he sent back that at least, you know, he thinks he can do it and we'll have a better product in the end.
Okay.
And doing so also, you know, then when we ever go to pave it, you don't, it's just like one less lift because it's less bumpy like that.
so are we opening up ourselves for, I know it's a big expenditure for only having one person bid it.
No, it's maintenance, so you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
And it's maintenance, so you don't have to. And actually, a couple years ago, I think we sent it out for bids and they were the only one that ever bid the darn thing anyway. I think there's maybe 2 other people in the state, they're not gonna give.
We should buy one of them machines and you can start doing that
On the side.
for the county.
Should we go to that quarry lot, that Fort County quarry?
So the consensus of the board, I believe, is to proceed going forward, including checking out the Amana project.
No problem.
Please.
That's the minimum, like, I'm glad you brought it up. I would have forgot about it. Because like I said, I drive down it. It's a little bumpy, but it's in town, 25, 35. I don't think too much of it. They're there close in here. It's good thinking. It's good thinking.
Thank you.
Anything else for Nick?
Nope.
All right,
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
proceed with that. And we'll get on the agenda next week, appoint the IRBM, Randy. Right, Brandy?
What?
On the agenda for next week, appoint IRBM. The
Where's your truck?
Right there.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep,
Have a
Thank
good
you.
weekend.
you guys too.
Thanks for looking into those curb signs.
Yeah, no, I'll get those for sure. I've been having my dad put up more and more, like, when I find them. Because we don't have to have
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, say nay. We're adjourned. How